What's good, YouTube? This your man Spill Dog. Lately, man, there's been too much discussion about steroids, if you ask my opinion, in the sport. We got too many people out here accusing this one of doing this, accusing that one of doing this. And from where I'm sitting at, I've always said I'm a fan of the sport. I don't give a shit what nobody doing. That's not my concern. That's for their trainers and their team to figure out. I'm into watching good fights. I don't accuse nobody of nothing because I can't prove it. Now, the only thing I will say is the one dude that done been to jail and got kicked out of sport, out of baseball and all that. I mean, this is facts. The dude, somewhat shady, but from where I'm sitting at, that's for the people. It's just not my. It's really not my concern one way or the other. Truth be told, the only reason why I even spoke about it in any fashion lately was because Bill Haney and all the dust he was kicking up about Brian Norman taking the vita testing or whatever, and you got Shady Grady in your corner. So for me, I just feel like it's a lot of wasted energy. I mean, they did this shit to Canelo years ago. That's when I first started making the videos, and a lot of dudes were saying, "Oh, dude, you fucking with the dude that's on the steroids and all that." And I'm gonna say the same thing now that I said back then. I ain't got nothing to do with none of that. I don't have nothing to do with none of that. Canelo is a beast from what I see, and the man can fight. That's all I gave a shit about. If he taking, if he juicing, then the people who he fighting, they need to stand on that. That's for them to handle. I'm a fan. I'm looking for good fights and all that other shit. That's just too much for me to be trying to think about. That's why I don't. And now I don't really like what Fanon doing a little bit. The way he's talking about Terrence Crawford as if he got actual proof that he's done that he's doing something wrong. And if you don't, man, I just feel like that's a hell of an accusation to throw out about a man. It really is. It's considered slander. And from where I'm sitting at, I respect Bud for taking this fight with Canelo, going up to 168 there, and it'd be great. And I can't see nothing more than that. I think he got his hands full for sure. I think the advantages is definitely in Canelo's favor, but I'm gonna ride with Bud because I respect what he's trying to do, and he done show over the years he a damn good fighter. A lot of people been ripping his resume because lately because a lot of guys was damaged goods when he fought him. Let's go here with that. That's not one. That ain't his fault. And number two, all these guys when he fought him the same way like what Roy said about Floyd, saying that he fought this dude past his prime, that dude past his prime. Well, them guys is ranked number 1, 2, and 3. All of them that Bud and Floyd was fighting that they claim is somewhat compromised. They ain't too damn compromised if they the number 1 contender or number 1, number 2 in the division. So, you know, they leave, I just don't, that's why I said, I was a little disappointed in Terrence Crawford for one thing. When he was on ESPN and Canelo asked him, what great fighters have you fought? The first thing I was thinking was Earl Spence, Sean Porter. That's quick and fast. Earl Spence, Sean Porter, Kell Brook, all them great fighters that's going to the Hall of Fame, all three. All three, and he knocked all three of them out. So I don't give a fuck if they did have an injury or whatever happened. They still was ranked higher than everybody else in the division, and he could have fought who the fuck y'all want him to fight. So if he don't take them fights and go get somebody ranked number 6 or 7, then you're gonna say he ain't fighting nobody. I mean, sometimes when people don't like a guy or this fanboy shit that's going on, you can't win against a fanboy. You cannot win. Was I going for Earl against Terrence Crawford? Yeah, but I said all while we were speaking on the fight, he better watch out for that, for his right hand. That's the one he better watch out for, the uppercuts and them hooks. I said they go look at some of the videos, and I like both fighters, but I was an Earl Spence fan, so that's who I was going for. But once Terrence Crawford won, I got nothing but love and respect for it. And it's still a lot of guys that's still living in the past like that. I mean, that shit was 2 years ago now or more, and you still got motherfuckers in their feelings about a fight that they wasn't even in their damn self. So from where I'm sitting at, man, I don't want to really hear all that steroid shit. Honestly, I really don't. I don't give a fuck what they doing. I want to see the fight, and I the fight with Bud and Canelo, I'm not betting on it. I'm cheering for Bud, but I think he got his hands full. Do I think he can win? Sure. Should he win? Probably shouldn't. Because the natural advantage of a guy that been fighting at the division, a naturally bigger guy, a naturally stronger guy. So this is a big step Bud making, and you, instead of getting respect, you got motherfuckers out here hating on him and bringing up. That's why I wish Bill would have never started that shit, man. Leave that shit alone. We don't need all this steroid talk going on out here. Take care of your business behind the scenes. Don't bring everything to social media like that, cause it just put a black eye on the whole damn thing. I can't wait to see what happened with Bud and Canelo. And I don't see I see one way Bud can win: box and move. It's a couple of ways Canelo possibly can win, but if Bud box, move, and go out there in the first round and establish some respect, he got a damn good chance of getting a decision in this fight. And just cause Canelo ain't never been knocked down or knocked out don't mean it can't happen. And same for Terrence Crawford. It is, this is just, Bud is a damn good fighter. He real smart, but so is Canelo. So, we just gotta see what happened. But all this steroid talk that's going on out here, man, I wish some of these people that's doing it would stop this shit. But I will say Bill Haney is the one that gaslit this shit. With all that drama he created about the little VADA testing or whatever for Brian Norman, man. And I just think it done got out of control since then, because that shit done left from Brian Norman and Devin Haney and done spilled into the Canelo and Terrence Crawford fight. And we don't need that shit surrounding a big fight. We got a big fight on the table. We don't need dudes who out here that got personal gripes or don't like Bud or whatever for whatever reason and creating this bullshit narrative out here. I ain't never thought the man was no cheater. Now I say this. I don't see why they would bring a guy like Victor Conte around, because I just feel like there's too much negativity surrounding that guy, and you done got this far without him. Why bring that shit in there? But he a grown man. He got a right to make his own decisions, and so fuck it, just where I'm at with it. So I just wish they had stopped this, and let's go ahead and let these men get in the ring and see who the best is. Cause quiet as it kept, shit, they were saying the same thing about Canelo for years with the steroids or whatever, man. I mean, I don't know if it's been proven or disproven, because I don't give a fuck. If you want to know my opinion, I don't care. I feel like skills gonna always pay the bills in a sport like boxing. And if you go in there and don't protect yourself at all times, you're gonna be on the ground like Devin Haney was against Ryan Garcia. I don't think steroids didn't keep his left hand down. Get your damn hands up and stop being so cute in there. That's what that was, if you ask my opinion. So from where I'm sitting at, I just can't wait to see the fight. I'm riding with Terrence Crawford all day in this fight with Canelo, but he got his hands full. And I don't want to hear none of that. For me, if you got negative comments about the steroid thing, leave that shit off my channel. I don't want to hear it, Now, we can talk about the fight and the fighters, but shit that none of us can prove, why speak about it? Why even speak about it? Why inject that shit into the fight? It's almost like y'all trying to take credit from a motherfucker before the fight even start. Because God forbid if he win, that's all they gonna want to talk about is this bullshit right here that we need to stop right now. So, like I say, man, I would ask anybody that's into the boxing videos, boycott these steroid talking motherfuckers, because that's not good for the sport. It really ain't. Unless you got legitimate proof, keep that shit to yourself. But that's it for me on this video. If you like the video, hit like or subscribe. Till the next time, it's your boy Spill Dog. I'm out.